Because all this is a standard that Jesus set. Jesus was the ultimate man. Jesus was the ultimate leader who was both warrior and king and meek and mild at the same time. He was the one who was the standard for men to live up to, and then that they could set the standard for the women. Or listen, if you don't have a man in your life that sets the standard, women, you look to the Word of God and you set the standard. You come to it and let it shape you. Don't let society shape you. Don't let your husband or wife shape you in the wrong ways if it's wrong. You let the Word of God shape your life. You let the Word of God be the character forming that needs to happen in your life. I don't know if you know this, but you guys know David, right? Like the statue that Michelangelo did. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's a famous statue. Listen, that whole thing, they say there, it's the most perfect piece of art. I've never seen it, but they say it's like the most perfect thing. Like the granite, it's so perfect and everything. Just the detail and everything. And there's one blemish. They say if you go up above and you look down, there's like one blemish, like behind his ear or something like that happened. But they asked Michelangelo. They said, "How did you do this? How in the world did you make something great?" And he said, "You know what? I sat and I stared at this." And they used to say he used to sit. Before he ever started, he would sit and look at this hunk of granite. And he just sat there envisioning this hunk of granite for hours and hours and days before he started working. And he said, "You know what I did? I just chiseled away that what wasn't David." He said, "I just chiseled. I knew what David was, and I just got rid of everything that wasn't David." We know what the Word of God says. We know what Christ has done and is. We need to, in our life, be in a constant process of chiseling away what isn't David, what isn't Christ in our life. And then we will be men of character.